pretty people, and welcome back to yet another sustainable Christmas video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do zero waste and low waste wrapping. I'm going to show you how to do 4 different techniques and how to make all of these beautiful present wrapping. Each year in the UK alone we throw away 227,000 miles of wrapping paper instead of it being recycled. Now a lot of wrapping paper can be recycled, but if it's shiny or if it's got glitter on it, it can't. Easy way to tell, well, not foolproof, but a pretty easy way to tell is if you scrunch it up and it stays in a ball, it's probably recyclable. If it doesn't stay in a ball, it's probably not recyclable. But there are better options than just using loads of wrapping paper and ribbon and lots of other things like conventional plastic tape that can't be recycled, and today I'm going to go through that with you to help you create less waste at Christmas. All of the presents that I'm wrapping today I managed to get second hand this year. I had a really good time at the charity shop, so quite a lot of new gifts that had never been opened that were first of all a lot cheaper and also a lot more sustainable than going out and buying stuff new, and it's just a lot more relaxing going around my local town and charity shopping rather than heading into a big town and hordes of people in your general shops to get my Christmas presents. This was also from a charity shop and I'm ready for Christmas jumper day, and this is old. I think we've had it for a few years. We use these every year instead of having Christmas hats at the dinner table so that they're reusable. In the UK we waste 30% more at Christmas than at any other time of the year, and so it's important at this time of year to think about wasting less. So here are 4 different ways you can do zero waste or less waste wrapping this Christmas.
The first less waste option we're going for is brown paper. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You use it in exactly the same way you would conventional wrapping paper, but it's better for the environment because it's unbleached. There's nothing being put into it to make it sparkly or nice colours, so it's recyclable and it's easily accessible and pretty cheap for most people. I'm also using brown paper tape so that the tape on the presents is recyclable too. But if you don't want your presents looking plain, you can always paint them yourself or draw on them or decorate them. Just make sure you're using water-based or natural dyes, inks and paints instead of plastic-based paints. And you can also buy recycled and recyclable patterned wrapping paper too. Here I'm using fabric scraps that I bought from my local charity shop to tie up my presents, tie them together, make them look nice and pretty. You can use your own fabric scraps, cut up an old scarf, do whatever you want. And then I'm using old Christmas cards that have been cut into tag shapes for the tags, tying these with twine and putting them on the presents. Then I'm doing gift bags. This time of year you're often at parties, you want to be able to take something in a bag. I bought these brown paper bags from Hobbycraft and I'm just using some old magazines, cutting out some patterns and sticking them on by folding over my tape, and you can make some nice pretty handmade bags that are completely recyclable. For this one I was very inspired by my jumper to do a little Christmas pudding. Very happy with how that turned out. This next one we're doing a bit of recycling, taking out some pretty pages from a magazine, sticking them back together so that the parcel doesn't fall apart, and using them to wrap with. For this method you can also use newspaper, which definitely works better for bigger presents as magazines tend to be limited in size. And again, you can paint them, you can decorate them, you can draw on them. I've even seen other people using newspapers to make Christmas gift bags out of. And the great thing about this method is if you've got newspapers and magazines lying around the house, it's free. All you need is some tape and possibly some scissors and stuff to decorate the outside with. And as these things are probably just going to end up in the recycling or the bin anyway, you're giving them another life before they do. Again, I'm using some old fabric. I think this is an old belt of something to wrap the present up with, and old Christmas card tags. This is probably my favourite zero waste option for wrapping presents, is using scarves and bits of fabric so they're completely reusable or just usable. If you're giving someone a scarf anyway, why not just wrap their entire present in it? And if they don't like the scarf, they can use it for their next gift giving and give it on to the next person, making it a circular affair. You can do the same thing with fabric, that means it just gets used year after year. I'm using twine to tie this up, make it more secure and also make it nice and pretty, but again, use whatever you want. Similar to the last one, this one involves present wrapping using fabric. Using the Japanese wrapping cloth furoshiki, which is traditionally used to wrap things like lunch boxes. This technique has definitely taken off in the sustainability community. I've seen workshops all over for it. You do need a piece of cloth much bigger than your present, and there are different ways of wrapping based on what shape your present is.
Have it. As I've already wrapped a few presents for my family, I am probably going to end up using a few of these different techniques to wrap different presents. I like the scarf idea because it means that I can give people an extra present and wrap with the present, so there's no waste at all there apart from a little bit of twine that I've used to decorate it. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're going to use to wrap your presents this year. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more sustainable content and check out my blog post in the bio for a written account of how to do all of these lovely things that you can share with your friends and family. Follow me on social media and thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas!